children, my friend, so gorgeous. Hey, hey, look at her. Yeah, you can have a seat now. Thank you so much. No, she's looking absolutely gorgeous. To the hill from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord which made heaven and earth. He said He will not suffer thy foot to I think, Nomsa, if I'm not wrong, the song that she sang, Psalm 121, it's the one that you requested. Yes, and the reason why we had that particular song, because there's so many songs, there's so many psalms, eh? There's a whole lot of psalms and all of that. Why in particular Psalm 121?
I remember on the day of my wedding, it was at the vow. We were next to the river, just like we are today. I don't know why I'm drawn to the river, you know. So when I was being walked down the aisle, the worship leader at our church sang that particular song. And it's the song that remained in my heart and in my mind to this day, that every time I go through a difficult situation, I always remember that my help cometh from the Lord. So no matter how difficult it, I never even understood why she sang that particular song. But I believe that she understood that, hey, I don't want to preach. I don't want to preach.
Come on, come on.
When you get into the institution, every time it's marriage.
Yeah.
Ha.
Come on.
Yeah. All hell will break loose. Because the enemy does not like this institution. And he will do whatever in his power to make sure that it does not happen. So that song will forever remain engraved in my heart and in my spirit. And you will read more about the song in particular, because I want you to get that feel about the book. You know, my book, it's like Nomsa is drama. I'm gonna get dramatic drama. And then I can also be conservative at the same time. So this book, it's going to take you through many, you know, even there's other songs as well that are in the book. So it's not just the book, it's got songs as well to inspire and to heal.
This is Trevor's mom, and she happened to be Nomsa's client. At that time, I think Trevor was how old?
I met Nomsa, I think it was 2006. But Jenny, Trevor started earlier before afika eNatal State. Now I think it's Teramokorani, known as Teramokorani. So when she came, we already started speech therapy, but they couldn't put to pinpoint what was wrong with Trevor, because they were like testing everything and they couldn't figure it out with what happened. Then there was a time I remember when I met her, she was new. Then the lady decided, the speech therapy decided, okay, let's call this lady. She just joined us. Let her come. And then she sit in the session. And then at that moment, she diagnosed my son and said, I've learned about this in the varsity, it's autism. And I was like, okay. First time I've got a diagnosis after I started the therapy in 2004 when Trevor was 4, because he couldn't speak by that time. So when she said it's autism, then at least now we have a name for the diagnosis, because there was nothing at that time. So I was grateful that at least now we know. Then we can do research, we can go and research. Remember, it was 2006 and it was early 2000. There was no technology where I'm from, that the home like there was nothing. So I'm like, okay, no, it's fine. Now I know where to be. With Sister Nomsa's help, then she dedicated her time. And then she took over from the lady who was the speech therapy, and then she took my son and then Wampunela Iskolo and everything. From there, she made sure with Angfun Umtanado, I had any other school. In Natal State, I was in Natal State, there was a school for kids with disability, Izilele. So they were like, this boy is very clever, because I can see who's smart and she can go far. Then then even now I didn't want that, because as a parent, it's been how many years physical therapy, then now she made diagnosed. Then now at least they went to AMA research. Then then she took me, there was nothing in Natal State paid for. Saya driver, she had made the researches, was telling her school at the key. Always the key is very expensive. Then one negotiator, I was not looking at that time. Then the Siranya disability. She's the Natal State driver, but the lady with speech therapy was like, but maybe it she had no care. I think for her it was not a calling, it was just to make money and then just to get paid. And then she wrote the letter, then we were getting paid with that disability grant. Then with that money, I was like, no, I'm not, in my heart, I was like, I'm not going to use this for me. Even for upkeeping here, the family, it's not about the upkeeping for everyone, because we are not working, but it's for him. I need to find something for him to do, because I could see when I see the TV, he would be fascinated by the TV. And everything ends, and he will mimic it back. But there was no diagnosis. But Sister Nomsa, thank you so much. Even today, I'm thanking her, because my son wouldn't be where he is because of this woman.
The struggle with autism is like, it's never ending. You still gonna continue like living with it. So it's like, before I even tell you like what I'm doing now, it's like, what I come to realize is that like, with people like me with like neurotypical like minds or whatnot, it's like you see things differently. Whilst normal people will look at like will look at like an elephant and just say it's like an elephant, but for me, I feel like it's like you can sort of like see the story behind it. You see. So it's like you see more of the details than like most normal people would. You see, that's how I feel. But also like I've learned to embrace it, because like embrace the autism on it, because with that I can see that like with that I can see that like not only am I like even in varsity, because I'm in UJ now. So it's like even though like I don't make like special concessions to make it feel as if I'm special, but in like I still try to like be like try and act like try and like be like your normal person in university, but and then like and sometimes you find out that like in some cases I even beat my peers in some cases. Now, and for those of you wondering what course that I'm doing, it's like I'm doing computer science or not.
Thank you. Mama, whatever I say. Trevor, thank you so much and all the best. You'll be coming to the graduation definitely. Thank you. Yes.
Yo, Mama, I want to thank you. Thank you so much. Yo, you know, this was a special day, more than the book launch, more than the book launch for me. It was, yo, uNkulunkulu nendlela zakhe. As I was writing this book, uNkulunkulu deposited the name Trevor. Remember, where did your journey begin? I'm like, I thought it began with my son. uNkulunkulu, no, your journey didn't begin with your son. It began with that boy called Trevor, and I wrote Trevor. You know, medically we're not supposed to write about people in the book. Confidentiality, yeah? Yo, now Nomsa ubali Trevor. Agatholanga i-consent from umama. Incwadi iprintiwe. Inhloko ngaleso sikhathi angizazi ukuthi ngizoyishisa le ncwadi or ngizoyenza naye ngizoyiphatha lapha until I find Trevor. Because there's no way that book is going to go without me getting the permission to tell Trevor's story. It's because Trevor, when I met him, you were 6 years.
Yeah,
You were 6 years.
yeah.
At the time, it was 2006. And Uko Musa had not been diagnosed when I saw Trevor. I think my son got diagnosed later in the year because I was still working at Natal State. So then, to fast forward, Trevor was one of those kids who could spell backwards. But email Maruikalaka KRA LRIRN. I go. Billboards, he can spell. He was a good speller. He was highly intelligent. And I thought to myself, no, not as Meleni. Because if we put him there, he's on Kundese. Like he deserved a very good school. So that's when I pushed it. You take this child. You take this child. So God reminded me the faith in terms of where your autism journey and where it started and it's still continuing. And may we find more Trevors out there. And I'm really proud of you, Mama, for all that you have done to get your son to that level. It requires a lot of dedication and the love and the support.
I think this is Nomsa's sisters, right? You can see, there's a resemblance. Yeah. Here is Noria, the eldest. And then you've got Swongile, number 2. You've got Sasa, number 3. I think Sipo had to leave. Yeah, yes, that's why I advise about Sipo. Finally, you've got the boy in the house. I think I'm going to give you each like 2 minutes, so that we can finish. The reason why we are here is because I think you've heard everybody talking about unprepared speech, I think we've heard everybody talking about sometimes you get support from people that are not even family, But I think throughout the years, I have seen you guys being a unit, being present, being whatever. So to you guys, when you heard the news, especially with autism, it was something that is new and everything. What went through your mind and the kind of support that you felt that your sister needed? And I know the mama was in the present, my Daisy was there and everything. And what have you seen? You know, as a young girl, at my Street of Youth Group contest, and then Massive So now when you saw, what is it that you saw in Nomsa, the character that it developed for her being a Mom 26 child? I'll start with you.
Greetings all. I greet you all in the wonderful name of my Lord Jesus Christ. That's how I normally start my slogan, because without Christ we wouldn't be here, number one. And it's such a beautiful day today. So this is the day that the Lord has made. thanks to Nomsa for the book launch, for inviting us to this special event. And I mean, as they said, it's not just about the launching of the book, but it's also more around autism, you know, the awareness as well. And people obviously came in numbers to come and support. So the people who are here obviously are not just the mothers of children with autism, but it's people like ourselves. We've got other cousins who are also here to give the support. So when we first find out, and Aruna, I mean, think about it, little did you even know or understand what it really meant about autism, you know. So Nomsa being in a medical field and the husband, they kind of like had to teach us, to tell us exactly what it meant. And as a family, we also gave them the support as much as we could, you know, and we're still giving support. What else can I say? I'm not even sure what else to say. I'm becoming blank, you know. But no, we really thank God for using Nomsa, you know, for number one being the founder Yamokwa, and also creating that awareness to everyone and reaching out to other mothers out there. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I can be soft sometimes. I'm not allowed to say that, I'll try. Can you hear me now? Yes. Okay. Yeah, guys and ladies and gentlemen. You know, when we heard about autism, I didn't even understand what it meant. And I was imagining what my sister is going through, the struggle. And then eventually when she made us aware, she started educating us about it. I started going and reading and researching about it. And I one day said, if it was me, was I gonna be able to live with a child with this condition? I said, yeah, it's not easy. It is not easy, but you know, through God, we thank God, because you know, when you trust God, God will never give you a burden that you won't be able to carry or to bear. So my sister became strong. I'm really, really proud of you, my sister, because you allowed God also to use you. And you know, when you allow God, and you always, you know, when you're coming from a praying family and we're praying together, you become strong. You know that God is there and you never gave up. And you gave yourself also selflessly to other people. I'm also going to go and assist other people. Hence, you are so blessed, my sister, because you allowed yourself to be a blessing to other people. You always humble yourself. You like your name, Nomsa, which is mercy. You followed your name. You never became selfish, or you'll only get information or you'll worry about your only son, but you cared about even people around you. And I thank God for also that spirit and your wisdom, the smoker. And I pray that God can make it to be even bigger than this, you know, because I can see a lot of people who are in this organization are very, very, I mean, why am I saying organization? NGO, yeah. I can see, you know, it's nice when you're getting together, you're inspiring each other, you're motivating each other, because you can imagine if you're alone there and there's no one to talk to, and there's no one who don't understand what is it that you're going through.
What sort of a message, what kind of a message, me as a reader, if I were to read the book and I haven't heard about you, I haven't heard about your interviews, but I go to the bookshop and I see this book, Unbreakable, which I think is a very interesting cover. I want to know why you chose the color yellow. You're looking absolutely gorgeous in your yellow. The book is yellow, and obviously and I see the 3 strands. I want to know what inspired the cover and why did you choose that color. But if, because of the color of the book, I will be attracted. It will say, come to me. You know, it's inviting, because yellow is a beautiful color. If I didn't know who Nomsa was. I have no clue. What is it that was my takeaway from your book? So that means so that means that will be the cover. That will be you talking about the cover, the color, and why you chose that, and afterwards, what is my takeaway?
Yo, I was getting blessings in jail. You know, yeah. The reason I chose this color, okay, quite funny. I didn't choose the color. My publisher is the one that chose the color. You know, I allow things to happen in this, you know, spirit-led things you cannot control. They, you know, he chose this color, and I think maybe because the actual daisy has got the yellow color in it. Yes, and you know, the 3-strand cord, it basically says that anything, if the 3-strand cord in, I think Ecclesiastes 4, verse 12, I'm not sure, but it says that the 3-strand cord is not easily broken. And that was the scripture that my pastor preached when I got married. So I am that person, Lena Medical Autistic, who's got that photographic memory. They say something and then, I mean, who remembers? It stayed with me, that particular scripture, that the 3-strand cord. And quite funny, and I thought when I was doing the cover, God actually reminded me of that scripture. And why I say unbreakable is because anything that's got God in it, it's not easily broken. You can do whatever in life, but through prayer and being rooted spiritually, you can overcome whatever that the enemy will bring to you, but you shall be able to, you know, to withstand whatever adversity. So basically this book, if somebody doesn't know what I'm saying, I'm basically saying that I am unbreakable because of my faith in God.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen,
I like to thank my mother, who, without her and my dad and their upbringing and the values they instilled in me, I wouldn't have been able to write or even launch the book. And I don't take it lightly that their teachings are always engraved in my mind and in my heart. I thank my family and my loving and supportive husband, Bongani John Zulu, Baba Zulu. Ngicela usonde vela bakhona ngani vela bakhona ngani. Ngiyabonga Makeba, ngithi indaba ezinhle.
Okay, all that.
Okay, what's a social picture now? Is that not? The kiss and hugs, yeah. And we call drinky, and I never delivered. Thank you, Bongani, for the support. My husband is the type who also doing her photo. I love the spotlight. Mam Zulu, siyabonga mama, siyabonga. I-support nokuthi nibe khona, nokuthi ungizalele ubaba ofana nobaba Mageba. Ongisupportayo kule business. Abosifoni ngiyabonga, my sisters-in-law, Lungile, Thembi, my sisters as well. Thank you so much, Nomsa Masoka, for your support and your love. And I'd like to also thank my MC Kathy for having done the work, the way she conducted the whole program, and the love and support that she's shown over the years as a friend. You know, she's that friend that you can rely on, and she's not like a friend to me, but a sister. You know, and you are always constantly there, a lifeline. Don't even think for others, even for myself, you are a lifeline to me as well, you know. So I'm very grateful for each and every one of you guys. And I'd like to thank all the guests that are here today.
And yeah, everybody who's made this event a success. I wrote about them in the book. Please, so you get to know them more. Oh, like mother, like daughter, like father, like son. So you can see the personalities already. You don't have to ask. Yeah, thank you, my kids. I love you so much, and thank you for the love you've shown your brother, Bomumosa, and being such loving kids. And yeah, I'm so blessed to have you.
Thank you. Habakkuk 2 verse 1. The Lord gave me this answer. Write down clearly on tablets what I revealed to you, Sasa, so that it can be read at a glance. Put it in writing, verse 2, because it is not yet time for it to come true, but the time is coming quickly, and what I've shown you now will come true. It may seem slow in coming, but wait for it. It will certainly take place, and it will not be delayed. God gave you this thing, this gift, Yoguchi, put this thing in writing. Because God knows that your territory is not supposed to just end with Mocha in a support group. You know, when a book is like this, it is going to be read all over the world. I'm not sure if you know it. Your book is going to reach higher standards. Your book is going to be in all the continents. That's where your book is. And that's the message that God is going to take through to the world to say, here's a woman in South Africa that started this. And she's talking about autism. And it is going to be a book that carries hope. There's going to be mothers that are going to read it. Because it's written in English, they're going to understand. And those mothers will be going through their own struggles. It's going to give them a word of counsel, a word of encouragement. So there will be depressed mothers somewhere in the world out there. And when they pick up your book and they pick up Dr. Prudence's book, they will know this autism through you.